because I'm dumb. I was very eager to travel. I had already done a few trips myself. Story starts on a trip in New York City with my friend. Both of us, above average height, blue eyes, blonde hair. We went to New York City to have a girls trip. We happened to go to a club in Brooklyn. It was more like a hookah.
Real quick, I'm listening to more stories of people almost getting trafficked in the state. Like, usually I've been doing stories on, people getting trafficked outside of the country, outside the U.S. But it looks like Miami, New York, y'all got something going on that I don't know about.
A hookah bar place. Both of us were there. We were with a couple other guys. We had a little table. We had the hookah. We had some drinks. While I was there, this younger, cute guy came up to me, started talking with me. We exchanged numbers, and I ended up going home to Wisconsin a few days later. When I was home in Wisconsin, this cute boy, let's call him Johnny. So Johnny had been texting me since I'd been home. He was older than me, but not by a lot. He was also like 25 maybe. I return home, Johnny's texting me, right? I don't know, a couple months go by and he's like, I want to see you again. Come visit me in New York. I was like, I wish I could, but I'm just a broke college student. And he said, no worries. I'll take care of everything. I'm gonna fly you here to take you out. Oh, music to my ears. Like I said, kind of dumb when I was 19, but weren't we all? Eventually the time comes, I'm like, yeah, I have like a break coming up. Summer break is coming up. We can do the trip then. He calls, we called and talked and FaceTimed, and I was excited to see him. He was a cute boy. And then, so comes time to book the flight. I thought he would ask for my information and book it for me, but he sends me a picture of a credit card. He's like, use this credit card. I was like, okay. And then I get the credit card picture and it says Mike something or other, not his name. Immediately I call him. I was like, hey, this card doesn't have your name on it. Are you sure it's okay for me to use this because it's not your name? He says, no, don't worry about it. It's my boss's card. He lets me use it all the time. Sounds good to me. I booked the flight with his boss's number. I arrived a few days later to New York. It was actually a very last minute trip, but it was kind of a longer trip, like a full week. I got to New York. They picked me up in a Mercedes-Benz, very beautiful car. It was Johnny and a driver, I guess. We immediately go to, his boss was having a get together with friends and family for his child's birthday party. It's not a mansion, but in Brooklyn, that place was a mansion. Beautiful, big, it had a pool. In Brooklyn, you have an in-ground pool that's unheard of, I swear. Wife, kids, little dogs running around, and I'm sitting here pretty comfortable, it's family time. People were drinking and stuff. That was the worst of it. Oh, this was my first indication happened at this party that something was off. Someone else who was one of the guys at this party, I went into the house to go to the restroom. He followed me into the house, said, hey, come here, I want to show you something. Okay, sure. What do you want to show me? He pulled me into the library or whatever it was. Started undoing his pants. And I was like, oh. I was like, I'm sorry.
Wow, he really wanted to show her something. Holy.
I have to go to the restroom and I'm here with Johnny. I'm here with someone else. I was so offended, but I didn't know where this was coming from or what was up with it. I'd never experienced this kind of behavior in my life. It was so brazen. That is all I can describe it as. That was my first inclination. Something was off. But it was literally my first couple hours in the city and I wanted to stay. I go to the restroom. Thank God I escaped this. I was just oh, that's inappropriate. I'm gonna go to the restroom and go back to Johnny, the guy I'm here on a date, an extended date with. I come back from the restroom. I don't think I told anyone about this. It was embarrassing for both parties involved. Party comes to an end, and so Johnny, the driver, the boss, and I all get back into the benzo. We all head to a penthouse in Brooklyn. We were already in Brooklyn, but we head across Brooklyn and head to the penthouse. Penthouse, beautiful. Marble, super high ceilings, balconies. It was a loft, so the bedroom was on the next floor. It was a beautiful place. When we arrived to the penthouse, they told me, hey, there's gonna be another girl here staying with you. And I asked Johnny, I was like, Johnny, I thought I was staying with you. And he goes, no, this place is nicer. Trust me. I asked my friend. He said it's totally fine if you stay here. It's just gonna be you and this other girl. She's
No. Johnny, take me home. We got something else going on here. This wasn't the part of the plan. Who is this girl right here?
Ukrainian. Previous to this, remember I said we talked, we FaceTimed and stuff, and there had been another girl I had seen, like I had seen the place via FaceTime before. They said, don't mention to this girl that when we FaceTimed last week, you saw another girl here though, because she'll get mad. And I was like, okay, sure. We arrive and there is a Ukrainian girl. She kind of looked like a Mila Kunis, like big brown eyes, dark hair. Let's call her Mila. Mila is there, and it's the driver, Johnny, I, myself, Mila. There's 5 of us, okay? 3 boys, 2 girls. My mom always told me never hang out in a group where the guys outnumber the girls. By the way, should always listen to your mom. Starts off pretty normal, you know, like drinking, having fun. They had for sure, and they invite me to try some, but I was not really into this, so I was like not so interested. I had some drinks, but I'm good there. The first night actually was pretty fun there. You know, we partied, we hung out. I ended up going to bed. I had my own guest room, and it was really nice and clean and everything. And the next day I took the train into Manhattan and I explored Financial District, everything, you know, all the touristy stuff. It was having a great time. I love solo traveling. Headed back home. You know, we did the same thing over. They played loud music, they poured the drinks, we had some fun, it was good to go. And in the mornings, they would order like orange juice and coffee and like bagels from bagel shops and stuff. And I was like, oh, thank you, you guys don't have to feed me, you know, I'm okay here. Like, I understand that like when Johnny's at work, I'll just like take care of myself and like go explore the city and hang out with Johnny at night, you know?
Shout out to all my what you call those? Solo travelers. I kind of want to. I'm probably about to start solo traveling myself, but it was something else I wanted to tell y'all, but I don't forgot now.
With the Ukrainian girl and the Russians. By now it's the second day, and I had just come home from exploring Manhattan. I don't know if I had.
Wow, they look like they having a good time in there though.
Mentioned like the first night I was there, she told me like I always wanted to be with a woman. She's like, take your shirt off. I was like, okay, and I did. Oh my gosh, crazy. There's a lot to unpack for me, honestly. So this is the second day. I came home from
That's what I was gonna say. How many of y'all have experimented with the shrooms or the? I literally have not done anything but smoked weed, y'all. I had surgery one time. They gave me some Percocets, but literally, like, I have not done anything else. I'm scared, y'all. Even like mushrooms. If I was to try something, it would be mushrooms, but I'm scared. I don't want to have a bad trip. You know what I'm talking about?
Manhattan. They were again partying. That night, the boss had been very into me, I guess. He was putting his arm around me, and I was like, oh, you know, please don't do that out of respect for her. I try to be a girl's girl. Like, I'm not here for your man. Like, you know, like, please don't do that because you're with her. It's not respectful. He would have his arm around her, but he would be like touching my leg with like literally behind her back. Like, she got very upset about this. I remember at one point she was so angry with jealousy that she had gone upstairs to the loft and she beat the walls with her knuckle. Like, she came back knuckles bruised, and she was just pissed. And you could hear her up there like bang, bang, bang on the walls. Like, and I told the boss, I was like, hey, you know, you should go up there, talk to her, calm her down, reassure your girl that she is your girl and you're not interested in other girls. I have to backtrack a little bit here because earlier in the morning, before I had gone into the city, she and him were in the loft.
Fellas, I don't know if you caught that game she just gave y'all. If you got a girlfriend, you gotta reassure her if she complaining about you liking girls' pictures on Instagram.
Upstairs, having cigarettes, drinking coffee with vodka. I'm not kidding you. I'd never seen this before. Black coffee, vodka right into it, smoking inside in the bed. They had probably just got done doing it. I remember they called me baby. Yes. They had me come upstairs. They were both like really laying in bed, relaxed, like drinking vodka. I said, baby, sit down. They were both like states of undress. I sat at the very end of the bed, like the foot of the bed, and I sat like very proper, like I was sitting in a living room. They said, look, here's what we believe. Johnny abandoned you here. He left you. And we don't know why he left you here with us, but it's okay. We will take care of you. I was like, what do you mean he abandoned me? He left me. I was like, what? I was so confused. It was one of the most confusing moments of my life, honestly. In hindsight, I understand what was going on. He abandoned you, but don't worry, we will take care of you. And they kind of insinuated like some sort of like three-way. But thankfully
Threesome.
nothing happened.
Trio.
I was like, okay, like I hope it's not a bother. I don't remember what I said, but I got out of whatever. I was like, no problem, like I will just stay here and take care of myself and I'll be out soon. I don't even know what I said. I was too young to rent a hotel. I don't even think I had credit cards, and I don't believe Airbnb was really an option at that time. Pretty much only option. I don't know anyone in New York. I know nobody in New York City, and I am not about to call my parents either. I went back into the city. I came home. It was...
Damn, where is her parents? I think she said she was 18, 19. I mean, you grown then. I think people gotta be watched. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I think your kids gotta be... First of all, your kids gotta... My mama still called me, nigga. I'm 30-something years old! Right, what you doing over here? What your location say you over here? What you going over there for? What you did? My mama still do that shit. Where you? Nigga, I pulled up the other day, damn near. I passed the house. She motherfucking. Hey, where you going? Just cause I passed the car. That's cause I passed the house. I'm like, damn, I'll just go on the street real quick. I'm about to come back. Like, you feel me? Shout out to moms. But yeah, where the fuck was her parents at this time?
Same thing again. We're back to the partying and whatever. That's when she had gone upstairs, bloodied her knuckles out of jealousy, and this is kind of where we were. All right. She ended up returning back to the group after she had gone and bloodied her knuckles. The guys acted like pretty much nothing was the matter, like that's just the way she is. I'm sitting there chilling, and at one point, I don't know why, but the boss took out $100 bill and he just gave it to me. He's like, here, like, have fun. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And I took it. I was 18. I didn't even know. I was just like, why not? Of course,
18.
I mean, it's a gift. It didn't, I mean, even now, if someone gave you $100 bills, would you say yes? Maybe I was wrong. But, so he gave me $100 bill. I was like, oh, thank you. And he was like, have fun or something. Okay. Then, shortly after this, Mila was there drinking her vodka neat. And she had it in a neat glass. You know how they are, those glasses. And the coffee table was all glass. At some point, like, the music was going and we were hanging out. And all of a sudden, she said, get the fuck out. I was like, oh, haha, like, joking. She took the glass of vodka. She slams it down so hard on this glass coffee table, I thought for sure there would be glass everywhere. She says, get the fuck out. And this is when she went into full-on rage, like bitch fit. She started running around the place. Anything that happened to be mine that was just out, she picked it up. She grabbed this, she grabbed that. She found my suitcase. She started throwing stuff in my suitcase, my bracelets, my backpack, whatever I had. She said, get the fuck out. She was so mad. She zips up my suitcase and she like zipped it so hard the suitcase like broke open and it couldn't even shut, so I was like holding it together. And then the boss started realizing she was in a full out rage, and he told the driver, he's like, get her out, call Johnny, like tell Johnny to get her out of here, like my main girl is going mad or whatever. I don't even know the reasoning. This is where rejection is protection. A driver,
Old girl was just jealous, you know what I'm saying? She probably was more beautiful. The other girl was just jealous, so she in a rage.
He had actually kind of taken me, I think he knew that this was not my scene, and I was very confused and very young, and he probably felt really bad for me actually, even though he was in this kind of mafia business. He kind of was very sweet with me actually. So he was like, okay boss, like I'll take care of her. But then in reality, he was literally taking care of me and made sure I got out of this situation. It was 1 a.m. Brooklyn, New York. I think I was 18 or 19. And the driver takes me out. I was crying. I didn't know, what am I supposed to do? No credit card, not old enough to get a hotel, 1 a.m. in Brooklyn. So he calls Johnny. He says, Johnny, boss and the girl kicked her out. She's here with me. What do you want me to do with her? What do you want me to do with her? I should not have stayed in this situation. Johnny phones some friends. I was like, why can't I stay with you? He's like, I live with my parents. I was like, why did you invite me here? But he calls a friend. They were Jewish. He was Jewish. And he finds some Jewish family who had a spare bedroom in their basement, like a twin cot, and then like all these boxes and stuff boxed up around. I stay in a basement in Brooklyn, some random person's basement, because we went in through almost like a cellar door, like a downstairs door in the middle of the night. Johnny's like, okay, I have a friend, you're gonna stay with him. And I kid you not, shortly thereafter, the boss sent someone to search my stuff. Some man arrived, shook me down, shook my suitcase down. He was accusing me of stealing. They were like, you stole $1,000 from the boss, this and that. They went through everything. They searched all the nooks and crannies of my suitcase. And of course they found nothing because I didn't take anything. But this was one of the wildest experiences of my life. I couldn't stay at this place long either. So what ended up happening is Johnny phoned another friend, and I ended up staying in his office, and they brought a mattress in for me. He was the best guy. His name was Dudu. I still kind of stay in touch with him because he literally saved me. He was so sweet. He never took advantage of the situation, and he did nothing but protect me and expected nothing of me. And he could not believe that the way that they had treated me. And he was like, Johnny is so young. I don't know why he's caught up with these people, but he should have never put you in that situation. And this is actually the movie that made me realize what had happened.
Have y'all seen this movie before? But yeah, shout out to Johnny though. Shit, at least he made sure the girl was safe. You know, took her somewhere else. He was just in, sounds like some type of business that that he shouldn't have been in a young age. You know, but he was trying to, you know, have him some fun with her. You know, try to get him a little date life going on at the same time. I ain't never seen this movie before, but y'all let me know if y'all seen it before. I'm gonna actually watch the trailer after I after I cut the video off. What else I was gonna say? Shout out to my boy Doodoo, or whatever, Dool or whatever the hell it is. But making sure the girl is still safe. She says she's still keeping contact with him, so that's what's up. And I don't know, man. Only thing I can say is she was 19, man. I don't know, bro. I feel like still at 19, shit, I guess, you know, you could be out on your own at 19 too. I don't know, man. Y'all just be careful out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta be careful out there, cause shit could end up bad. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's not all sunsets and goddamn rainbows out here. Some people are really out here are evil, bad people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad nothing happened to her. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with me as always, man. Y'all drop in the comments below if y'all seen this movie. I'm gonna watch it right now. I don't think I can watch it with y'all because whatever the case is, but I'm about to watch it right now. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. It's boy Ray Big Play. Peace.